Based on the work of Dr. Jeffrey Schwartz, I look at most issues that people come to me for as bad habits. That's all. Depression is a habit. Anxiety is a habit. Anything done with repetition, felt with repetition, right? Said with repetition becomes a habit. Now, Dr. Jeffrey Schwartz has a 4-step protocol. I piggyback on his research because he has access to an fMRI machine. I do not. He has already done the work. So he's got a 4-step process that he teaches his patients, and he works primarily with OCD and anxiety. When he began his research, he'd take his patients and he'd scan their brains. And he would show them, do you see this overactive circuit in your brain scan? This is your OCD circuit. Your brain is making a mistake. It's overactive here. So know that when you feel that urge, like it's time to wash your hands again, it's not you, it's not your hands, it's your brain, and your brain is making a mistake. Now, because of this, he has a 4-step process. When you feel that urge, you say to yourself, I'm feeling this urge. You acknowledge it. That's step 1. And then you say to yourself, it's not me, it's my brain doing its thing, it's not me, and that's step 2. Then he instructs his patients to do something else. Now, he has them agree to that something else beforehand. Like, what are you gonna do when your brain tells you that it's time to wash your hands for like the 55th time, right? Like, what are you gonna do? Well, I'm going to go garden, or listen to music, or exercise. They get to choose what they find pleasurable. That's step 3. And then, from that pleasurable thing, he has them assess. Is exercising better than feeding my OCD? Better than feeding my anxiety? Yes. And that's step 4. And after 3 and then 6 weeks, when they looked at the brain as it related to those thoughts, those feelings, those compulsions, those behaviors, it looked completely different. They had rewired that circuit. They had calmed down the OCD circuit in the same way that the medication calms it down and cools it down. Only if they stop the medication, they restart the pattern. But with his work, they've learned something, and they don't restart. Plus, there's no side effects. So all of this follows Jeffrey Schwartz's work to the T. Except what we give our clients is not just, it's just my brain, white knuckle it, use willpower, go garden. That's not it. All the techniques you will be learning will stop the urge, stop the craving, stop whatever it is you want to rewire. Now, this is the 3rd part of a 4-part series, so stay tuned for the final piece.